Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And we're off and running from Western New York. Ty Johnson now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Bills for their opening drive. They're led out by the reigning NFL MVPs. Finished top 5 in voting 4 of the last 5 seasons, Josh Allen.
Look up game changer in today's NFL, and you see Josh Allen right at the top of the list. Really, one of the only guys in the league who can make the play with his arm or with his legs in just about any situation. The guy is a game changer.
First turn of the game for James Cook. He dodged the tackle. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. Became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. Working from the gun, it's Allen. That's brought in downfield by Kincaid. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Allen now on 1st down. He's got this complete to James Cook. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first point to this ball game. It's going to be 1st and goal now.
That's another Bills. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
1st down, and they go right back to it. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
This might be a free play for him. And he's got it. It's in close. And he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call.
Offside. Defense.
Now they got to the end zone with that free play partner, so they will, of course, decline the offsides and take those points.
That penalty is declined.
Matt Prater for the point after try. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Prater on to send it away. Johnson now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here now are the Buccaneers on offense to begin their first drive. And at the helm, coming off a career-best performance in year 7 here in the NFL, the #1 overall pick back in 2018 out of Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
There's just certain quarterbacks, the way they run on the field. You just say their name and just some adjectives and attributes pop up right away. For Baker Mayfield, scrappy, tough, a will to win. I'm not surprised at all to see himself back in the starting role. Not surprised at all to see him flourish. The dude is mentally tough, he's mentally strong, and he typically makes the most of his opportunities.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Baker now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
Complete to Emeka Egbuka. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Baker now off the play fake. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Giving away possession with the pick.
We got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Allen looking to throw. Finds his man, it's Keon Coleman. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Now Allen off the play action. Go right side, and Shakir has it. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. From the shotgun, it's Allen. And in, touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take a 13-0 lead. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
And when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Now Prater on to send it away. On the return, here comes Sean Tucker. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Tampa Bay sending its offense out. Their second drive coming up. And a big setback for them to overcome early, Brock, giving them points off that interception. And for a quarterback, a tough way to start the game as well. They got to shake that off.
Yeah, but this is where you really do start to see just the cream of the crop. The quarterbacks that are the best in this league flush, no matter what the circumstances are. But especially the negative ones, you flush them away and you go persevere.
Give to Irving to start this drive. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Mayfield. Grabbed by Chris Godwin. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Complete to Chris Godwin. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
It's like you always say, right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They think the handoff, now it's Mayfield. Bails out of the pocket quick. Free inside the 30. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
First down, here's Baker. That's to his back. Here's Rachaad White. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Off the play fake, here's Mayfield. Pulled in by his back, White. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! The Buccaneers reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Buccaneers 7.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Johnson with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Possession switching back to Buffalo as their offense heads out. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Completed over the middle. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
That's good for a Bills first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On 1st down, Allen continuing to move past the 45. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
At the Bucs' 46-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. He'll work against the blitz. That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he hangs on to that football draw through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st down, ball at the 36. Throwing here, Allen. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball, and they still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
Back to the air, Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Allen on 3rd down. Escapes the pocket. He's running for it. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Straight ahead, here's Cook. Wasn't a fan of what was ahead there, Brock, but the bounce outside doesn't fare any better. He gets a lone yard at 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Back to throw now, Allen. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that fourth down, get to dime coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
Matt Prater on for the field goal try. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Prater puts it through, and that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Matt Prater set to
Now
kick
Prater
off.
on to send it away. Johnson now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. And the touchdown's got to keep coming for them as they still trail here. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Offense to the line. This is 2nd and 4. Play fake, it's Mayfield. He takes it himself. This gets forward a little, not a ton, to the 35. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Completed to his running back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
Complete to Bucky Irving.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st down, looking to throw. Mayfield finds him on the crossing route. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
A gain of 24 yards.
So while they're in the huddle, partner, we've arrived at the end of our 1st quarter. Our score, 17-7. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. That's Gregory Rousseau who cleaned up that play.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Mayfield will look to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they take him down right along the 30.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
3rd and short, Mayfield. It's complete. This is Nguka. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
Buccaneers, 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Baker to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Baker now from the gun. This one's taken in by Otten. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Tampa Bay.
The Buccaneers face a 4-point deficit. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers cut it to a field goal game.
Buccaneers 14.
Trolley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Johnson with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Allen on the play action. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Cook trying his one up the gut. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up 3rd down. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. 3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. This is brought in by Coleman. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for Bills. 1st down.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Allen now on 1st down. Over the middle, he's got Kincaid. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
Another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Again, Allen to the air. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Slot man motioned over. To throw again, it's Allen. Hits his running back. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Play action now with Allen. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Has room into the secondary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills making a 9-point advantage. Josh Allen, the touchdown. They broke out the design, run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get us 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Prater able to tack on the extra point. And the Bills make it a 10-point ball game.
Buccaneers, 14.
Now Prater on to send it away.
Set to kick off.
Tucker now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Bucs to the line. First and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll try and run this. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be hit, sent out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Second down now, 7 to go. Mayfield now from the gun. That throw behind his intended target.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Third down. Here's Mayfield. Has it in close. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Bucs getting set up to punt now on fourth down. On comes Riley Dixon. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He's Hans. He's got it. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Now it's Cook. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. On the sneak, it's Allen. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him out to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for Bills. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Play action now, Allen. That's Knox, he's got it. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can you get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Now Allen off the play action. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
When he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Another one for Cook. Good defensive effort here. Drives him back across midfield onto their own side. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Highmark. And it's the Bills with a 3rd and 3. Looking from the gun, it's Allen. Got a man, that's Kincaid. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, He took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10 from the 41. It's a design boot. He's able to find Moss here. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
2nd down now, they need 7. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. No luck on the connection, it's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field, but in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll air it out on 3rd. Got his man, Shakir has it. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Allen gonna throw again. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. To the air again, Allen. Pulled in by his back, Cook. And not much doing, he stopped quickly. The Buffalo's going to call it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
So the Bucs go to the dime set ahead of this 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Here's a screen for Cook. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Matt Prater on for the field goal try. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Prater puts it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Now Prater on to send it away. Johnson now on the return. Jukes away from 1. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Bucs getting their offense out there just before halftime. They could use something to trim that deficit, and enough time left to maybe get this near field goal range. Only half a minute to go in our half. Let's see how they begin the drive. First and 10, it's Mayfield. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Mayfield will look to throw. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And he's going to bring this back for the pick 6 and a Buffalo touchdown. Well, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Prater on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bills push the lead to 20. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Johnson with a return here. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Bucs getting their offense out there just before halftime. And with field position and the clock against them here, probably not going to see anything of substance. Only 17 seconds left for him as they begin this drive. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Throwing the out route complete. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Just before halftime, we get a timeout ticket.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Looking to throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. So a one-sided contest as we reach the break here. Let's head over to Scott Hansen for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Here's hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Now Prater on to send it away. Tucker now on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Buccaneers getting their offense set to go to begin the 3rd. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this 3rd quarter. Tampa Bay bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Mayfield. Complete out to the right. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Running on second with White. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
1st and 10 from the 41. Here's White again. They'll have him gain about a handful there. They're on the stop, Larry Ogunjobi.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
White running again on second. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
1st down, here's Baker. Short pass brought in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. From the gun, Mayfield. He can run it. Escapes the defender. It to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
14 yards. That's another Buccaneers 1st down.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 3 now. Mayfield now from the gun. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Couldn't hang on to the interception, but the momentum's still on the defensive side here ahead of this 3rd down. Baker now from the gun. It's complete. This is Anguka. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
10 yards. And a 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you got to admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right into double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor in himself.
Buying some time right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. the gun, White. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a game down to the 1. He picked up 6 on the run. Now they're facing 3rd and goal.
Now we get to a very interesting call on 3rd down. Kind of a crescendo to this drive. Can the defense rise up knowing there is no margin for error, just a single yard to go?
Mayfield now on 3rd and goal. Dumps it off to his running back. And they stand him up. No breaking through, and the defense holds.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
They'll run for it with White. He runs it across. Touchdown! The Buccaneers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
McLaughlin, attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers drop the lead back to 13.
Buccaneers 21.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Johnson now on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Buffalo sending its offense to the field. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. They've got 1st down from the 31. One of the tight ends in motion left. 1st and 10. Here's Allen. That's complete to Coleman on the slant. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Another one caught by Coleman. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Got a man. That's Kincaid. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Gain of 9 yards.
It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. To throw again, it's Allen. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Again, Allen to the air. He's got it. And they make the tackle at the 38. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
Some really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Again, it's Cook. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Allen on 3rd and short. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
For the 3rd time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This is a 55-yard look from the left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. And their lead will remain at 13.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Buccaneers and Rachaad White ready to take over once again. They got the job done their last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. They think the handoff. Now it's Mayfield. Right side, hauled in by Godwin. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Here's Mayfield. Has it in close. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate. It takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Up the middle, here goes White. They're going to be working from the red zone as he reaches the 16. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
15 yards. And a 1st down. 1st and 10.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
All set now, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. A lot of minutes on the move here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers shrinking the lead some in the third. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers get it back to within 6.
Buccaneers 28.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Johnson with a return here. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And he just keeps on catching passes here in the second half. It seems like we're going to remember his work there from this game more than what he's done from the backfield. The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
32-yard line.
1st down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Blitz coming here, Allen. That's Knox, he's got it. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably and then go to work after.
This is Cook on the handoff. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Three quarters in the books from this one. It's Bills ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. They're set up at the 35 now. Allen now on 1st down. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
8 yards on the pickup.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You train a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Working from the gun. It's Allen. He's going to keep it this time. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 18. That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
Working inside the red zone. Gets it quickly to Palmer. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills go up by 12 in the fourth. It's a James Cook touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
So after thinking it over, these guys lining up for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point.
And he's got a man, complete! And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups, and that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
Now Prater on to send it away. Tucker now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Buccaneers and Baker Mayfield ready for this next possession. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. He's got it deep downfield. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
A gain of 31 yards. That's good for a 1st down. A gain of 31 yards. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
He tucks it and takes off. And they bring him down around the 34.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the gun, a run for White. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a Buccaneer 1st down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st down, looking to throw. Mayfield. Catch made left side by Ibuka. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 10-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Baker now from the gun. Cut near the goal line. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Quick throw left side, complete. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Complete to Sterling Shepard. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal. Once more, it's Mayfield. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball, and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
On 4th down, the Buccaneers trying to put 3 on the board with Chase McLaughlin. This is a chip shot from the left hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And that gets him back to within 11.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Cotterington now to return it. He lost the football, and they steal it back on the return. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. But when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down, and number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That's Godwin with yet another one. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Ball right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. The give now to White. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Complete on the option. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers now within 1 score in the 4th. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
The Bucs will
Godwin, the man in motion left. They'll try to run it in. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Cotterington now to return it. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Bills and quarterback Josh Allen ready to get back to work now on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
Cool thing about a drive starting to run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a gain of 4 there, and that's good for a Bills 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
QB runs can be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Motioning left is their running back. 3rd and long for him here. Makes the catch. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
On 4th down, Allen. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Mayfield now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
On 3rd and 2, here's Mayfield. That one's good to Godwin. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. And a first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
1st and 10, here's Mayfield. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, when one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
White trying this straight ahead. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Buccaneers trailing by 5. They've got first down from the 31. Now Mayfield finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
I feel so bad, I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you. Well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
It's White on the give. Fights his way through a tackle. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal. Short side option here. He's running left. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. This is going to go as a pickup of 4. 2nd and goal coming up.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
White. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Buccaneers jump in front late. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game.
We've seen all game long how difficult it has been for this defense to try to contain this guy. Not only through the air, now 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's just been a difference maker.
The extra point wouldn't do much for him, so they're going to go for 2 and try to make this a field goal game. Trying for it on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call, and remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail and it would just ring and ring and ring? It's still ringing. Fall short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board?
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Cotterington now to return it. This makes it up to the 25. The Bills and James Cook making their way back out on offense now. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
At the 26-yard line.
The clock is falling into its final minutes. Here comes 2nd and 10. Setting up to pass. Oh, he's going for it again. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
To the line for a new set of downs, only a lone timeout at their disposal. They've got a man in motion. Back to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Tampa spends its 2nd timeout now. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
At the 35-yard line.
To the line for a new set of downs, only a lone timeout at their disposal. Trying it left side with Cook. It'll be a yard at most there. It's 2nd down. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Eight yards to go, and let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Another one for Cook. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Into the hands of Elijah Moore. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
So Allen lining the Bills up to go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point
They send a
conversion.
receiver in motion right. They want to run it across. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails.
Buccaneers.
Unsuccessful on the 2-point try. Not that they were really worried about that particular play. All they really care about, Brock, is what happens on this upcoming kickoff.
Yeah, most importantly, you took that last-second lead when you needed it the most. Now, you just got to prevent any type of shenanigans, and you'll walk out of here with a coveted win.
Now Prater on to send it away. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns. He puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Here he goes, one final shot. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the roar of Bills Mafia, it's a win for